Alright guys, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency and the different ways you can buy and actually hold it. Now, there are a number of ways to do this, and some are better than others, and some actually catch a lot of flack for the way you can go about it and the way the systems work. Now, we're going to be covering all those different things and which one might be the best option for you, which one's the safest, which one's the most secure, and which one makes the most sense for different levels of interest and even how much you've put into the cryptocurrency. So with that being said, I'm going to have a link below to all the different platforms that might be talked about in this video that might be the best place for you to go and purchase cryptocurrency. So if you guys do use those links, they actually will benefit me and support the channel, so I would appreciate that. But of course, it's all up to you. So let's dive right into this. So I want to keep this pretty simple so that anyone can follow along. Like I said, there are pretty much three main ways to hold cryptocurrency. The first way is actually eventually sending that cryptocurrency that you purchase, wherever it may be from, to your own personal wallet, which means only you can access it. It's not stored on someone's server. No people are going to be able to log into your account with the password and do it. You're going to generate a seed phrase, which is going to be like 12 or 24 words when you create the wallet, whether that's on your phone through an app, which is again going to be a wallet. It's going to be a wallet app where you can hold this cryptocurrency, or a physical hardware one, which is basically like a USB that you would plug into your computer and use it that way. You're going to be holding your cryptocurrency on that, and it'll generate that seed phrase the very first time you create it, and that is the only way it can be accessed. The next way that you can hold cryptocurrency is going to be on an exchange itself. So you know how you would actually send that cryptocurrency to your wallet? Well, first you need to buy it somewhere. So somewhere like Coinbase is where you could buy this cryptocurrency. Somewhere like CashApp is where you can buy Bitcoin. You can't buy a ton of cryptocurrency on there, just CashApp or just Bitcoin right now on CashApp, but that's another way that you could buy it. So instead of actually buying it and then sending it to the wallet, you could just leave it on that platform. You could leave it on Coinbase, you could leave it on CashApp, and then you're kind of done with it there, and that's where you're holding it. And then there's a third way, which is a different platform like PayPal or Robinhood, where you can buy the cryptocurrency, but you can't actually send it anywhere. You can't send it to your own wallet, but you could of course hold it on that platform. Now, the differences in these are a little bit particular, and we're going to dive right into what those are and why those might be harmful or maybe even beneficial for you. So let's actually start with the one that's the most controversial and why many people that are really into crypto don't agree with these platforms, and that would be those ones like PayPal and Robinhood, where you can purchase these cryptocurrencies, but you can't actually withdraw the cryptocurrency to your own wallet that no one else can access, that has your own passphrase through generating it at the very beginning when you create that wallet, like I mentioned. And of course, there are multiple different cryptocurrencies that we can talk about, but just to keep it simple, let's just talk about Bitcoin here. So if you're buying Bitcoin on PayPal or on Robinhood, you're not going to be able to withdraw it. Now, why is that a problem in many people's eyes? It means that you don't technically own the physical Bitcoin, or not the physical Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, of course, is not something you can hold, but you don't own the real Bitcoin. Basically, you're paying Robinhood to say that you own it. You know what I mean? So the difference is, instead of having that Bitcoin, you purchase it, you can do whatever you want, withdraw it to your own wallet, send it to a friend. No, it's stuck in Robinhood's internal system, and it's kind of like an IOU. So when you buy it on Robinhood, Robinhood is saying, okay, I remember that you bought it at this price point, and this is how much you bought. And if you want to sell it, that's how much I'll give you back. But you can't withdraw it anywhere. You don't have access to it. It's kind of between me and you. It's between Robinhood and the purchaser, and that's about it. Now, why is that controversial? Well, of course, most people want to have full control over their money, which means they can withdraw it, they can send it, do whatever they want. However, many people just have a bit of an overload when they think about cryptocurrency. They think it's a lot to take in. They don't know how they would even send it to a different wallet in the first place, because that sounds confusing. They don't know how they would set up, a different account. Maybe it's Coinbase, and they don't know how to interact with everything. It's a little bit overwhelming. So they think, okay, well, Robinhood's simple. I already have my stocks on here, and I can actually just purchase this Bitcoin here. Or same with PayPal. I've used PayPal for years. I can just, purchase it right here and hold it here. That's perfect. So it kind of becomes a thing of people that are usually entering the scene will purchase it on these platforms and tend to be okay with that. Whereas people that are deep into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency in general, will tell you not to actually purchase it here because you can't withdraw it. What happens if Robinhood actually goes down? What happens if PayPal goes down? Maybe they go down and out of business. Maybe they shut down completely. Your Bitcoin, your stuff like that, your crypto is not going to be insured. It's not like stocks where if Robinhood shuts down, your stocks are still your stocks. You purchase those shares. The business knows that, whoever you purchase those shares in, the business understands that you own this part of the company. Bitcoin's different. You don't have access to that Bitcoin, so you can't actually withdraw it if Robinhood goes down. You don't have a way to prove that you own it because you never had your own Bitcoin. So that's where it's a little dangerous. Now, the likelihood of PayPal shutting down indefinitely or Robinhood doing the same is very unlikely. So if you're playing with small amounts of money, you're just entering the crypto scene, it is not as bad as it seems to use one of these platforms. Again, if you're, using a lot of money or something that you're very, very uncomfortable with losing, I would personally use one of the platforms that we'll talk about later, which is something that you can actually withdraw your own money. You can withdraw that crypto to your own wallet and control it the way you want. However, if you're just getting into the scene, it sounds overwhelming to set up a wallet, to do this and that, and you just want to experience, okay, what does it feel like to kind of buy Bitcoin and see the price fluctuations and, be in the scene a little bit without having too much skin in the game, if you will, then it's not the worst thing to do. So when people will tell you, Robinhood, PayPal, this is terrible, it isn't great in the long run, and I would certainly not recommend putting a lot of money into it on those platforms, but it's not the worst thing ever. If you're going to just test the waters, understand, learn a little bit about it. And of course, with those platforms, especially Robinhood, when you sign up with people's links, like my link, you actually do get other benefits too. Sometimes you can get free stocks. Sometimes they even run new things. Like right now, they're kind of divvying up a crypto prize pool, and they're going to distribute it if you refer people. So there's kind of benefits there as well. If you're just playing with a little bit of money, it's something to think about. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's just something you don't want to use if you're going to be going, deeper into Bitcoin. And the thing is, if you do decide later that you actually do want to get into cryptocurrency a little bit more, put a little bit more money into it, you can always sell your Robinhood holdings. Robinhood isn't going down tomorrow morning. You can sell it and then purchase on one of these other platforms that I'll be going into right now. All right, so that next tier, again, kind of working backwards, would be buying your cryptocurrency on a platform like Coinbase or CashApp, where you can withdraw it, but you might just want to keep it there. Now, why is that risky? Why do you want to withdraw it to your own wallet if you can, withdraw it whenever you want? Well, there's a little bit of a same story going on. It's kind of the same thing as if Robinhood or PayPal goes down, you wouldn't have access to that crypto. The same story actually applies to something like Coinbase or say, of course, CashApp. If they go down, you actually wouldn't be able to manage that cryptocurrency anymore. It's the same thing where you technically don't own it because it's in their wallet. It's in their own, kind of bubble. You haven't withdrawn it, so you don't have full access to it. Now, again, is the likelihood that CashApp or Coinbase is going to go down? Probably not. But that's why most people tell you, right after you buy it, just withdraw it to your own wallet so you don't even have to worry about that happening. You could just keep it on those exchanges. I wouldn't recommend it because if you can withdraw it, why wouldn't you? The only thing you kind of have to think about is sometimes with fees. But if you're actually purchasing on Cash App, when you withdraw your cryptocurrency, your Bitcoin, which is the only thing they currently offer, you actually don't have to pay fees. They do a thing where they group your orders together and they take on the fee for you. It's kind of just a nice gesture, if you will, because they have the resources to do that and pool the orders together. So if you're purchasing Bitcoin on Cash App, there's really no reason not to send it to your own wallet because then you can go ahead and withdraw it and you don't have to worry about fees. Now, Coinbase is in a similar boat. However, there are small fees that you will have to pay if you want to withdraw your cryptocurrency. But the difference with Coinbase is they offer a ton of different cryptocurrencies that you can actually purchase. You can actually purchase Ethereum on Coinbase. You can't do that on Cash App as of right now. You can actually purchase Litecoin as well. You can purchase a number of other things, Bitcoin Cash. I wouldn't personally recommend all of these things, but you can purchase a lot more. You can choose to make those investments if you want. So that's something to think about as well. You have more options. So again, if you're going to be purchasing those things on Coinbase, you might as well send them to your own personal wallet because then you have full control over it. It doesn't matter what happens to anybody else. You're going to be good to go no matter what. And once again, with Cash App, with Coinbase, if you actually refer people, you will get some benefits as well. And sometimes they run little promotions. I think when I signed up for Coinbase, I literally just got sent free $5 of Bitcoin. So some of these, there's no reason not to give it a go. And if you guys do want to support me, you can use the link in the description. I would appreciate that. Now, the last step to that would be buying and sending that cryptocurrency to your own wallet. So then you have full control over it and it's just yours. It's all yours to manage and maintain and all that. Now, what are the downsides to that? Kind of sounds like there wouldn't be any, but if you actually think about it, there's actually going to be downsides to that as well. Now, I would still recommend it as the best thing to do, but again, if you're someone new starting out, maybe it's a little overwhelming, and you can think of some of the other benefits that other platforms have. Once again, I'd recommend it, but let me tell you some of the negatives. Let's say you're not the most responsible person. What if when you're creating that wallet and they give you that phrase that's going to be the way that you access your cryptocurrency and hold it, what if you lose that? And what if you forget it? And what if you misplace it and you can't find it again? Well, then you're out of luck. You have no way of getting that cryptocurrency back. There's no support team that you can go, hey, I forgot my password. CashApp, what's my password? I don't remember. There's none of that. They're not going to help you. You can't get back into that account, and you cannot help yourself because you're the only one who can access it. There's only one code. You already had it. No one can help you. There's no support team. So that's dangerous. But if you're responsible, if you're going to take it very, very seriously, of course, that's not going to be an issue you're probably going to run into because you're going to be responsible about it. And of course, the next thing would be the fees. If you're purchasing Ethereum on Coinbase and you want to withdraw it, you have to pay a little bit of fees. If you just keep it on Coinbase, you're not going to lose out on any of those fees. Again, in the long run, it shouldn't matter. You should be withdrawing it anyways. But if you're playing, with $50 and you don't want to take a hit on that fee right away, well, then you can just hold it in Coinbase. Coinbase isn't going to implode, in a week's time. If anything is going to happen, I'm sure we will have a little bit more time than that to react and work on things. So again, this is all just up to you, what you would want to do. But those are some things to think about. You would actually have the ability to access that again because, hey, I forgot my password. Oh, what email login did I use? Whatever. You can contact support. You can do forgot your password things on those platforms. On your own wallet, you're out of luck. And you might have to pay some fees as well. Again, sometimes you can get around that. Like if you're going to be using CashApp to purchase Bitcoin, you won't actually need to pay the fees, but there's always things to think about in that regard. So guys, I hope this did help you understand a little bit more about why it's dangerous to hold cryptocurrencies in different places, and all kind of have their perks and all have their downsides. Is there a better option overall? Probably yes, and that would be holding it yourself in your own wallet. That way it's yours, you have access to it no matter what happens. But of course, like I said, if you're starting out, if it's a smaller amount, you just want to get into the scene a little, maybe a different option will be better for you. Maybe something even like Robinhood or PayPal, just because you have other things there. Maybe you want to get into stocks as well and you want to keep it all in one place. Well, Robinhood is a place that you can do that. Again, these platforms are all subject to their own rules and their own standings, so you have to be, careful about that. But just think about what's best for you. What place are you at and where do you want to be? So hopefully that cleared up some of the problems and some of the concerns people have with different platforms and how to store this cryptocurrency. If it did, I would appreciate dropping a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. That would be amazing. And you guys can check out all my previous business and finance and crypto videos by just checking the videos on my page. And of course, you'll stay up to date with the new ones. So you can comment down below, what do you want to see next? Is there anything else I can help you with? Or just tell you about my experiences, let me know. You can follow me on social media. It'll be on the screen. And like I said, if you want to use any of those platforms, links will be in the description. There are referral codes as well, so they would help me out. Some of them will actually benefit you as well, and you'll get something free. Like maybe if you're using the Robinhood one, you'll get a free stock for signing up and things like that. So there's no reason not to support me. If you would be so inclined, I'd appreciate it. So with that being said, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.